Well, folks, it's the end of February in North Carolina and it's 75 degrees. It's time to get ready to go camping. So we're going to put together what we carry in the Aliner. In my book, the first thing you need is a German Shepherd. Anytime you go camping, you should take at least one German Shepherd, preferably two. They get along better that way. What do you think? You want to go camping? He's excited. The Aliner, in my opinion, has pretty good storage. I have 3 of these storage bays that hold quite a lot. And every year I take everything out to make sure I don't have any mice nests or anything in there, and make sure that there's not water, rot, or anything inside. So I clean them out, and I've done that, and everything here is here on the ground. And I'll tell you, as I put them back in, what they are. This is actually a training tool for the boys when they were in training, but it goes over the bubble windows just great, and uses as an outside shade so the inside of the trailer doesn't get so incredibly hot. Otherwise you get really hot. This is a clothesline that goes on my back bumper. There's 2 little mounts on the back bumper that I stick these on, and I have a clothesline to dry off. For me, it's mostly sweaty stuff from hiking, playing with the boys in hot days. I don't like to bring them in the house. I've got a Porta-John. This is listed on my webpage, I think, for if you want to buy one. It's pretty cheap. It was like 20 bucks. I've never used it because I usually have some Porta-John nearby, but if I'm ever boondocking in someplace that's crowded and I can't use the woods and there's no John, I can use that. It's just a toilet seat with a bag underneath it. So you use it, fold up the bag, and throw it away, just like when I clean up the boys out in the woods or out on a trail or someplace. I have a tool kit, a cheap, I think it was a $40 tool kit that has practically everything in it from Harbor Freight. It has pliers, channel locks, socket sets, screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, almost anything you'd ever need to fix things. In addition to that, I have some specific sockets for taking off the wheels, changing a tire, and a couple of other things. One's for the car, one's for the trailer. Let's do this first. I have an awning I've used 2 or 3 times, and this fits in there, believe it or not. Ugh. Here it goes. I bring a couple of folding chairs. If you're going to be camping, you got to be friendly. So put out a couple of folding chairs and a cooler, and people will stop by to say hi. You can buy, of course, cheap folding chairs for 17 bucks on sale at Dick's or some of the hardware stores. I like to buy the $50 ones that actually fold open like a real rocking chair or something, and they last a lot longer. And they're a lot more comfortable because they don't sag at your back. Of course, I have leveling blocks to put under the wheels. These are just boards that I had. They're hardwood boards. They're not pine. They're real good for not rotting and not absorbing water. And I just keep them in here. If you haven't seen one of these, this is a doormat. It's just made out of some kind of plastic straw, and the water goes right through it, and so does the mud, and it's easy to clean. You hose it down and brush it with a broom, and it's clean. It comes in this big baggy thing, but these are about 40 bucks too, and they're really nice. I actually got that one on sale for 22. I got hiking sticks that I've been carrying for about 10 years. I've never used them, but I'm getting old, and I'm getting to the age where I think I'm going to start using them. And then I bring some clamps. Clamps can be incredibly handy. So I put those in here with the toolbox. I think that's everything I put in that one. So let's move on to another one. This is my front cargo hatch, and it's fairly big. It's under the whole seat inside the car, inside the trailer. And one of the things I keep in there is this large Tupperware thing, or whatever you call these things, so that it has pots and pans in it. It has some towels, some sponges, some dehydrated food, flippers, spatulas, hot gloves, strainers, pot lids, all sorts of things go in here. And I can get that from inside. I don't need to come outside and get that through here. In fact, this won't fit in there. I keep some boards, some small hardwood boards for the stabilizers to set on. So if it's a soft ground or uneven ground, I don't worry about the stabilizers doing any damage. The wheel chocks usually are in this one. I used to carry this. This is a little box with my power drill in it. Lead acid battery, rechargeable, or NiCad battery. I don't know what it is, but it has no power. So I bought a new one. That's a Black & Decker. Don't get that one. I got a new Hitachi for some work I was doing on the house before I had the trailer here. And this bad boy comes in a case. This has incredible geared strength, and these batteries, it comes with 2 batteries. These batteries last forever. I have used this for a month, 2 months, and have not charged the batteries yet. That's a really nice setup, and that goes in there. Now I have been carrying this Chicago Electric impact wrench that I bought at Harbor Freight for a couple bucks back when I was doing the axles, and I've been keeping it in there. It's got a socket I color coded. I spray painted this white, so I know it goes to these wheels, but I don't know if I'm going to continue to carry it. It doesn't take up much room though, and it goes nice with the other one. I carry a folding stool, which is really nice, which I should be sitting on instead of this one I got. It can be used as a stool or as a step stool or whatever. These are the sockets that go to the impact socket wrench, socket gun. I carry a hammer. Tea kettle. You have to have a tea kettle. Tea kettle, especially with a whistle on it, is really nice. Obviously, if you're going to heat up water to do dishes or something, you don't have to run your trailer water heater, because that uses a lot of extra energy. For fun, I carry a kite. This is a really nice box kite type of deal, and it flies no matter what. So I keep that in there. I carry one of these because if you don't have enough clearance to get your wheel off or on, these are real nice. You can put this on the bottom of your jack, on your tongue jack, and so I carry that with me too. I've used that quite a bit more than you'd expect. And I carry a 4x4, used for blocking the wheels. It's also used for putting under the front tongue to jack up the thing if I need to get it up where if the jack isn't high enough to get onto the ball, I can put this under the wheel or under the jack, and that'll help get it up. So I carry a 4x4 in here. And then one of the other more important things I have is I carry this little thing. It's broken, but it holds water, and I have baking soda, Dawn dishwater detergent, and some salt, and that is used with 2 quarts of hydrogen peroxide I buy at the store every spring. I haven't bought it yet, but that is the skunk remedy. If you've ever had a dog hit by a skunk, hydrogen peroxide, 2 quarts, a quarter cup of baking soda, and a quarter cup of Dawn dishwashing detergent. It'll take it right out. It'll kill the smell mostly, not all 100%. The problem with a skunk spray is they always get them in the face, so you can't really put that stuff right on their face and eyes and everything. So the dog's always going to have some smell, but at least you'll get most of the stuff off so he doesn't rub it all over you and your clothes and your car and everything else. So I carry a skunk kit in my emergency set. Okay, let's go on the other side and see that cargo hold over there. This cargo hold I use mostly for electric and water. I call it my utility hold. It's got most of my water stuff. All my water stuff, clean water stuff, is in here. This is a bag I got from somewhere. It came with the trailer actually, but it's got my shower and hose, a hose nozzle, my filter for hooking up to camp water, my pressure gauge. These are important. The way I hook my shower on the outside of the trailer, an old ugly pressure gauge that I can lend to somebody that doesn't have one, and a connection so that I can fit two hoses for the shower together so I can get a longer hose on the shower. That's kind of important if you're going to use your shower to rinse off your dog because he got hit by a skunk. So I put that in there to keep that in good shape. That goes in there. I've got one of these 5-gallon collapsible water jugs that I haven't even opened it yet, but in case I really need to go get water and use it. I really used it for winter camping, but I've never been winter camping where I haven't had my interior water. I've got various dog bones to hook up to. This is 50 amp. It's a 50 amp plug to a 30 amp plug. This is a 30 amp plug to a 20 amp plug. And I carry a 12 or 20 amp extension cord so that if I'm just plugging into somebody's house, I can plug right in and not have this big monster. This is another adapter just in case I want to adapt the end. I need a longer extension. This is my cord, my 30 amp cord. And again, if you haven't seen my video, I'm changing it to a marine plug. Check that out. I'll put the video link right up above so you can look at that. That's an easy change out on a trailer. If your trailer has the cord attached inside the trailer and you have to pull it all out, cut the cord, get a nice cord, put an end on it like that and use it as a marine cord. This of course is my power manager for plugging into shore power. More campsites, more campgrounds, all the electricity is outside, buried in the ground, in the weather. If you don't have one of these, this is a surge guard, and there's performance, whatever the other company is. Somebody put it in my comments, please. These are so important to make sure that you don't get surges and low voltage through your system. The low voltage is almost as bad as the surges. So get one of those. They're expensive. Nobody's ever stolen it. I'm never at camp. I leave this hanging on the pole. Yeah, you can get them so you can wire them inside the trailer and nobody will know you have one. But I just bought this on sale through Campers World for 180 bucks. It's on sale from $270. So if you don't have one, you need one. I also have the thing that you use to clean out your hot water tank, and it also works real nice to fill your water tank. I carry a emergency water filter. A lot of times when the boys and I go hiking, I just carry this instead of carrying water. If I see water on the trail, I can take this out and pump water into a jug. It's a neat little water purifying filter. It's got a handle, you pump it, you put the hose into the water. It can be muddy, green, gross, nasty water. Out the other end comes really nice, pure, clean water. And it's guaranteed on any bacteria, viruses, protozoans, any of the beaver fever problems you might find. I've used it a couple times on an earlier model and never got sick. Sometimes I think it's good to drink a little wild water once in a while, but this is my tire wrench. It's a breaker bar, and it's got, right now it's got the end on it for my water tank, my hot water tank. And then if my drill doesn't work to get the stabilizers up and down, here's the hand wrench for the stabilizers. I keep that in here because there's a nice little spot for it. And on this side I have one board right at the moment. These move around, so I have some of these over here. And then this is my important thing, that if you have not seen my shower video, check up here. I'll have the link. It's one of my more popular videos of me out in the woods taking a shower. And this is what I stand on when I'm taking a shower so that I don't get my feet all mud. And it's just a piece of foam camping pad, you know, the foam pad, or a yoga mat, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's everything in here. Now inside the trailer, the stuff I carry is a very large collapsible umbrella. I use poles to hang clothes on that go between the tops of the things. This is my stick that I use to open and close the vents. Hard to do this one-handed. It's just a piece of PVC pipe with a handle and a split at the end. Just cut a split in it and crack it out. I have a little tiny broom, and then I have a utility box of stuff that I might need. An empty milk bottle that you can think about what that's for. I carry a bear attack spray, which is pepper gas, which works for bears and other obnoxious people. I carry a fly swatter. This goes in the fridge. It's a little fan that if I want to cool the fridge down really fast, it cools the fridge down. And I carry a couple of extension cords, some rope, and my bug hat. You need to see the video that has that. That's on my intro. But that's just that. My sink has a dish pan in it with the dish stuff in it. Fingernail, toenail clippers, soap and water stuff, bug dope. This is the greatest bug dope in the world. If you ever need really good bug dope, I don't know, I think you can get that at Amazon now. And I am now carrying an extra air conditioner, which that's another video coming up. I gotta change my air conditioner again. It's no longer working from last year. They don't last a year. If you go over the roads I go over, they come apart. Next to the bed, this is my bed, and I've got a real twin mattress on the place with a mat thing. I have usually a mattress pad and sheets on it and everything, but I usually sleep in a sleeping bag just because it's so much easier to wash and hang up and do stuff with like that. I don't have to worry about making it. The basic cooking stuff in here, they're in these cute little, they're in cute stuff like that. This is more or less condiments and emergency foods. These little things are really nice. They last almost forever. Chicken salad, tuna salad, chicken soup. I've got spice bottles in here with salt, pepper, cinnamon, and sugar because I got a sweet tooth. My can opener, Parmesan cheese, more stuff, and then got things like maple syrup and honey and all sorts of things. What I eat based on my menu, I fill those up with stuff. And then I have a little tiny one down here, which I'll show you what's in here. I have a trail cam I like to set up to watch the trailer when I'm not around to see if anybody ever actually comes near it. Nobody ever has. I have a little head net for mosquitoes and that I can carry with me instead of the hat. Small pair of binoculars. If you want more detail on what's in those containers, look at this video up here. I'll put that up here. My original video of everything I put in the trailer is a lot more detail on what's inside and what's outside of the trailer. That's about it. I don't carry a grill. I have my stove that comes with the trailer. A lot of people carry a grill, but I keep the stove right there between the bed and the microwave, and it rides there really well. And then every time I use it, I pick it up. I can set it here on the table on the counter next to the sink and hook it into a pipe down under there, but I almost always use it outside. It goes right there on the side of the trailer. It hangs on this, and that's where I use it. I like to cook outside and eat outside and be outside as much as possible, except when I'm sleeping. So folks, that's a quick go through of the stuff I still carry on my trailer. I still got a lot to do. I gotta flush the water tanks, get the air conditioner installed. I have an Aliner playlist on my channel. Go to my channel, look down over here at my Going Nowhere Fast, click on that. It'll take you to my channel, and then just go to playlists. A lot of stuff on A-liners down in there. All the stuff that I've done has been documented on the thing. But gotta get it going, gotta get more work. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll see you on the trail.